Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is MADDENMONEYSHOT, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got some plays for you today out of one of my favorite playbooks and one of my favorite formations, the Pistol Week. This is something I've been using, the Pistol Week, going back a couple of Maddens. I want to say like Madden 16 when I started my channel. I had a lot of really great plays out of the Pistol Week. It was in the Chiefs playbook, which was my favorite playbook back then. And I'm bringing it back heavy, man. There's some great plays out of this formation. I'm using the Panthers book. Like I said, I have an ebook. This is my favorite book. You guys can check that out in the description below. I got all the information down there. But without a doubt, this is one of the formations that keeps me in the Panthers playbook, and I wanted to bring some new plays to it. The first play that I'm going to show, that I'm going to go over real quick, is the triple option. I did a gameplay with this. I never really broke it down in a video like I'm about to, but there's some really great plays that you can run off of that. So I'm using this triple option so much that I really have to put some more plays into it to create a scheme. I also put out the halfback zone week, to be honest with you. I'm probably just going to go ahead and show you all three run plays right out the gate. The power option is the third, and then the fourth play I'm going to put out is the halfback slip screen. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to create our audibles right now with all of these, and I already messed it up, so we're going to have to come back and do that again. So hit the button a little bit quick there. So we got our triple option, our power option. Now we're also going to add the halfback zone week. We're going to add the last play, which is going to be the halfback slip screen. And that's not the last play. I mean, I'm going to show a fifth one that I really like, but you only have 4 audibles. Maybe I should just pick the fifth one. The fifth one is going to be the PA comebacks. So now I have all 5 plays at my disposal for this scheme. I'm not sure if they're all going to make YouTube or not. If you want to see part 2, hit the like button. I'll do that. Or let me know in the comment section. Other than that, we're going to pick random nickel on the other side. So the first play I'm going to go over real quick because I went over it in the gameplay is the triple option. I have Kenyon Barner at my fullback spot, which some people want, more of a power back. But since I'm just kind of taking this to the edge anyway, speed is really all that matters. You know what I mean? As I get about 10-15 yards there. I don't really need size. If I'm going to take it up the middle, then I might want to do that. Like right here, there's an opportunity up the middle, but I could be in a little bit of trouble because he's a small back. So when I run this in my gameplay that I put out earlier, I was using my actual fullback, which is Franco Harris, which he's perfect. He's got speed and he can take it inside. It really depends on what your opponent's doing. Like here, the middle's pretty stacked. But if you run this play enough where they start following the outside runs, then they're going to open up the middle and you can take it up the middle. So really just do the opposite of whatever your opponent's defending. Now I can tell already I have an extra defender on the right side over my tight end. So I'm going to try to go the other way with this, which, I tried to pitch that a little bit sooner and it didn't really work out. But you can see how easy it is to make a big play on both sides. Sometimes I really find it's best to hold it with your quarterback. I'm not sure if Cam Newton's fast enough for me to do that. As you can see right there, I actually pitch it away because the guy was getting in close. But you just have explosive home run capability on both sides of the field with this play. I noticed from running this online a lot that sometimes the quarterback really gets forgotten by the computer defenders, and you can really get some big gains with it. Now right here, I can tell that's a blitz of some kind. We're going the opposite way with Barner, and like I said, I'm just going to sprint to the sideline. I'm not really turning upfield until I get outside, and you can see how easy we get a touchdown. That was a great animation to get that touchdown, but you can see how quick and easy that was. Now, one of the better ways to run this, the big plays a lot of times are to the running backs, but I find that holding it with the quarterback a lot of times the quarterback gets forgotten. He's not getting forgotten here, but sometimes I'll take off with Vic, who's my quarterback in Mutt, and I'll get huge touchdowns with him. So, sometimes running this triple option, the quarterback just gets forgotten about. I don't know what it is, but your opponent doesn't make the adjustment to attack the QB, and he'll basically get left alone. The running backs will get tackled. The outside linebacker will follow Kenyon Barner across the field, and or he'll try to tackle McCaffrey before he gets the ball, and then you can just keep it with Cam Newton. Now the computer's not going to do that because they're a little bit smarter. They're just going to keep tackling the ball carrier. But for whatever reason, a lot of people don't make that adjustment, and you can make really big gains with the quarterback. But the only problem with that is the quarterback is a lot slower when you run that play. It doesn't get the acceleration it does when you run the speed option, or what this is calling the power option. So I'm going to do that adjustment. I'm going to use an adjustment or a motion that I'm also going to use in the screenplay that I'm going to show you in a minute, and I'm going to have a really big blocking advantage plus an acceleration boost with Cam Newton. I tried to hit the button there a little bit late, but it's all good. I actually prefer to do a motion snap anyway with more. But like here, this is a man coverage, so this is actually a bad option to bring that guy in. But like I said, you get much more speed out of the speed option from the quarterback. But like I said, for whatever reason, you just get more speed out of it. And like I said, motioning over more gives you a little bit of a blocking advantage. You know if it's a man or a zone based off of it. I accidentally messed that up, but we still are going to get a big play to McCaffrey, and we're going to house call it one more time. Like I said, this is a really hard combination of run plays to stop. These are very explosive run plays. And it's pretty much the same read as the triple option. I mean, I'm reading if I have an extra defender on the right side, so I have the choice to go to the left side. And if I want to cut the BS and just go to the left side right out the gate, say they're running a lot of zone plays, you'll get a blocking advantage. Like this is a man coverage, so I'm just going to cut it short. You know what I mean? Like this is just as easy as it gets. As you know, and McCaffrey's such a stud too. And last but not least, when they're playing these outside runs, because they're pretty much all outside runs, just switch it up to the inside zone, or the halfback zone weak, it's called, the LB adjustment. So we're just going to motion across more. Looks like we got a man coverage, so I'm going to snap it a little bit quicker. But look at that gap. You know what I mean? Like that's just a huge inside run, and McCaffrey's just keeping it going because he's such a monster. But look at that play. So like I said, I mean, I got a little bit of a lane there. Motion this guy across again. I thought it was a man for a second. It looks like another zone. We just got a huge gap right up the center there. I mean, this is the inside run. Aside from the triple zone has an inside run as well, but this is probably, you know, one of the safer inside runs. So like I said, once they're going to start looking at these outside runs. They're going to start trying to play outside. You can just hit them with this nice inside run. And it still has outside capabilities, as you can see right there. I mean, I just took it outside the tackle box. This is super easy. I mean, this whole run formation is just super easy. So, last but not least, the halfback slip screen. Once again, mirroring the motion. You know what I mean, this is a really good cover 3 play. So you're just going to motion this guy over. This is best used if it's against a cover 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let him stop. And, you know, like I said, you have on both sides there. Now we're just hitting them with some trickery. You know what I'm saying? Like they're following these run plays, and now you hit them with that. The slip screen play was super glitchy in years past. They definitely patched the hell out of it. This looks like we got a man coverage, so I'm just going to run just like that. And you can see how the man, you know, running it in the man coverage when it motions across, it just gets a delayed reaction by the cornerback for an easy touchdown. So like I said, you got them thinking run. They're going to start sneaking over. We got a man coverage here. Looks like I can just go ahead and I can beat that out. See how he just sits back on his heels. And you just have a big play on both sides. I mean, this is just a really tricky play and a tricky scheme to stop. So that's all 4 of my audibles. I guess the last one, I'll just leave it as is. You know, you can continue with that theory too, by the way. If I motion this guy across and then put him on a slant, that's not the worst thing. But this is not really how I'm going to suggest running it. As you can see, we have we have some good plays on both sides, the slant, and then we have the deep play. But the way that I like to run it is just putting more here on an in route, and that's just going to be a really simple play. I already put this out on a video. As you can see, the comeback route there was open. I probably should have threw it a little bit earlier. That was my mistake. So that's it. That's the vid. If you guys want to see more stuff out of the Carolina Panthers playbook or more run plays in general, do me a favor, hit the like button. I'll do that, or let me know in the comment section, and I'll do that next. Other than that, thanks for watching. MADDENMONEYSHOT out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.